Okay, we have a mech, a marauder. We already have a marauder over here, same type. Scrap it. And we're going to sell something to push our cash just over the 20 million mark. Oh wait, let's take a look at the mech bay. Maybe we have an extra mech laying around before I start selling some random ass components. Doesn't seem like it. So let's sell some medium lasers or something just to get a quick 100,000 bucks together. Wow, they ain't paying shit. Like 20 medium lasers. Bam! And there's the achievement. I didn't have it yet. So 20 million buckaroonies in the bank. We're going over here. 16 days of travel.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
It's also, is there a black hole over there? What the fuck? Or is that just a planet that didn't render? Let's go to the mech bay real quick. Because, for one, I have an upgrade for the king crab. So, yeah, there he is. Missile weapons. LRM 15. There he is. This one out. This one in. It's all about the damage, baby. These flamers are fine. These large lasers. I do have some better large lasers. Yes, I do. Oh, I have to think about it. And that's pretty much it. Let's take a quick stroll to our laser components. We also have some decent medium lasers. I also have a ton of UAC-5s. And I got another Gauss rifle, UAC-5, UAC-20. Do I have any more? Oh, the Inferno Plus Plus. Yes. No, I don't have any more Super SRMs. Only small ones. I also have 2 extra damage LM20s, which are also pretty amazing. Now, this is all fine. At some point, I would like to find another 3 double heat sinks, and then he won't have any heating problems anymore. Problem would be where to put all the ammunition, probably into the arms. But this mech is already pretty full.
Right. I'll get it in the skip.
Good. Annihilator. You do not need anything extra. You're also pretty good. UAC-20, medium laser, plus plus. These are the extra damage ones, not PPC. Warhammer, you are also on maximum. The only thing I could do is change out the exchangers for the larger exchangers. Do I have some more cockpit mods and gyros, which I want to... I have a cockpit mod, but I don't have a gyro. So, who doesn't have a cockpit mod yet? Well, you don't need one. The dragon? The dragon. Also, I want to do a quick redesign on the dragon. I don't know. These core lasers are pretty fun, but I just don't seem to get them that much. Cockpit mod, thank you. LRM, SRM, well, I could do something like... It's maybe not a bad idea. How far do... Are you still in range of small... No, you need heavy jump jets. 60 to 85. Mm-hmm. I could put 2 pulse lasers in. That's an idea. Also, you do 55. How much do you actually take out? 55, 62. That's 7 for 2 tons instead of 6. So you have... Well, actually then... I probably have a 15. Yep. 30, 52. 3062, then this is better. Two medium pulse lasers, LRM, SRM. These do up to 40 heat. 10% less, so 36. We sink 33. So we can more or less fire them continuously. And then add, yeah, I think this is fine. I like the ER lasers more than I like these pulse lasers, but yeah. Let's continue on traveling. Yeah, there's nothing more to do for you. I'm so sorry. And zip.
Ready to go over financials whenever
Yeah,
you are.
just pay them normally. $1 million. Zip. And we have arrived. We will be doing this one soon. First of all, store. What's in store? What do you have for me? The normal store has a Hatchet Man 3X part, which I may be buying. Zeus parts, normal gyros. That's better than nothing, I guess.
New equipment available.
Jump jets, leg mods, ammo, black market. What do you got for me? Banshee parts, Battle Master, a whole frigging bull shark. The last remaining Cyclops Z part. I'm just going to buy this. No questions asked.
New equipment available.
And you are going into storage. I never use you, so. Griffin, Hatchet Man, Stalker, Zeus. Ooh. Oh my god. These are also so freaking expensive. ER medium laser plus extra 10 damage, 45 damage, 20 heat. Yes.
New weapon systems available.
Huh. Interesting. UAC 5, yes.
New weapon
UAC
systems
10,
available.
yes. UAC 20. Well, it is a less extra damage, less tonnage. No, I already have one of. Okay. LRM plus. Okay. AC 10. AC 5. Okay. Hey, I've completed the mech weight class. Can I see which one? It's probably the assault. I'm not quite sure. But we're doing good for points. Your rank is a veteran. Cool. Let's go to the mech bay. This guy, this is also such a super amazing mech. Let's get in there. Now he's more a support mech. As you can see, he doesn't have a cockpit mod. He can't have a cockpit mod. So he has to stay on the back lines. Main reason. So we are definitely going to put a gyro in. Oh, that's a question. His normal layout already comes with not that much of armor. He's more a support kind of mech. What's going on? Thank you. So he will definitely get an LRM 20 extra damage and the respective ammunition. And usually I put a Gauss rifle in there too, so that he can just sit back and relax and shoot enemies from a distance. However, I do need more Gauss ammo. And this is already almost the maximum tonnage he can have. Now, if I max armor you, strip these equipments, please. Let's say you go down to 150. 120, 120, 150, 150, 75, 75, actually 65, 65. Go down to 100 and scrape this off until we are at 66. 24 tons of equipment is not much. It's actually pretty terrible. Your stock loadout comes with SOM4, medium laser, AC-20, medium laser, LRM-10. He is not that good in firepower, in direct firepower. And he has less armor than my usual medium max. So this guy now has, and that's a decent amount of armor. A UAC-10. That sounds like fun. I just bought it, so why not? 3 tons of ammo. What kind of missiles do we put in you? Well, like LM-20, oh, that's just so heavy. Oh, where did these come from? Cool. Okay. How about 2 medium lasers? 1 and 2. And then a bunch of heat sinks. I could put the exchanger in there. That would net me 7 tons. Or just heatsink, heatsink. That's a good amount of firepower. He can't be a fire support type. But I don't think he has to. This is not just a decent mech all over. However, the battle computer, that's where the money lies. +1 initiative for all lance units. That's pretty amazing. Let's do it like this.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Also, it already looks like he got hit by a direct shot in the torso. Let's go to the contracts. Let's see what other contracts are available. This always takes a while. Come on, load faster, please. One good thing. Ah, perfect. There are quite a bit of. Okay, this is against the pirates. We're not going to do any contracts which are against the pirates. This one's good. This one we can do. This one we can also do. And definitely. And after we pissed him off a bit, we will be doing this one. So there are some contracts which we can do on this planet. But first, it's time for the flashpoint. One man's trash. Unknown employer, unknown up for. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting this. Holy shit, you actually came. John Smith, in the flesh. You know, the invitation I sent you was some sort of a Hail Mary. To be frank, I was 90% certain you wouldn't even respond. But here you are, Gods be praised. Yeah, here we are. Would you care to explain what we are looking at, Mr. Corbu? Oh, yeah, ha, my damn hologram camera is on the fritz. You're getting the parrot, right? I think that's my comm system's default image, the one they use for the display models. Just try to ignore it, we've got serious business to discuss. I'll bet. Why don't you tell us about it? Okay, so here's the deal. I've got these associates. Nobody you've ever heard of. Nobody you need to worry about. But they shell out big money for old stuff. You know, bits and bobs from the Starleague days. Doesn't matter if it's working or not. If it's ancient, they want it. Your associates aren't alone at that. A lot of people would give their left arm for a piece of genuine lost tech. Yeah, but you're talking about the stuff that has value, mechs, ships, lasers, that kinds of thing. My friends, they want everything, including literal garbage. And that makes opportunities for people like you and me. So here's the deal. Way off the tip of Glenwood's northern continent, there's this island called Menlojowin. Now, when I happen to know that there's a Starleague era facility out there, the vultures have been picking at it for years, but there's still meat on those bones, and I want you to fetch it for me. So you called us out here for a lost tech treasure hunt. Fantastic. If you'd been upfront about it, I'd have argued against flying out here at all. Hang on, hear me out. The facility I'm sending you isn't SLDLDF. That's the beauty of this plan. Because there's nothing in there of any military value, nobody with any muscle is gonna show up to stop you. You're going after the equivalent of a Starleague era stapler factory. But that doesn't matter to my associates. They'll pay top dollar for whatever you pulled out of there. So what's stopping you from heading down there yourself and looting the place? A healthy sense of self-preservation. See, there are a couple of gangs of scavengers on Menlojowin who are fighting over our stapler factory. They're nobodies, just a bunch of amateurs who would rather lob bombs at each other than to learn to share. And before you ask, no, they don't have any battle mechs. At most you run into a couple of rundown old tanks on each side. Nothing that you need to worry about. Any fool with a battle mech could pull off this kind of job you're describing, so why come to us? Because you're the best, and I know you're the best because I've got a pal at the MRB. Maybe you've met him, Phil Burdock? No? Well, me and Phil have an arrangement. I let him crash at my luxury timeshare in Louvre Bay, and in return he helps me find the right people for the job that needs doing. So your process involves bribery and real timeshare condominium. Got it. Yes, you do. Now, what do you say? A quick drop onto the island with a lance of light mechs and maybe a skirmisher vehicle or two, and the job is done. You scoop up whatever's in the facility and drop it off at my condo. I go fence it off to my associates, and you get a nice big payout. Sure. Why not? Brilliant! Absolutely goddamn brilliant. I'll be in touch when you got the goods. Until then, you do your thing. Don't let me stand in your way. This parrot, eh? Well, man's trash. As it isn't paying well, I'm going for full salvage. Who knows what I'm going up against. So we have a maximum of 200 tons in total and a maximum of 55 tons. So this, perfect. So Griffin, Shadowhawk, Hatchetman, Vulcan. Majestic, you're going into the Hatchetman. Bearclaw, you're going into the Vulcan. Gearhead in the Griffin, I myself in the Shadowhawk. 200 tons maximum, 195 tons deployment. Let's go. Hatchetman. I think the perfect 200-ton mech lance would be just 4 hunchbacks with AC-20s attached. Nothing would stop you. Everything you would just see would just immediately explode. So this is one of the new flashpoints from the DLC. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. I think it's one of the new ones. I haven't seen this one yet before, so... I've given you a pilot, I've given your pilot a map of Menlowen. Complete with the rough location of the Starlink installation. I want you to get in there, brush aside any resistance, and loot whatever your battle mechs can carry. You get your pay when my associates have the goods. Well, this should be exciting. I'm very curious what's going to happen. My gut tells me that there is just going to be some kind of assault mech in ramshackle state, just sitting around there and just goes, oh, hello. Or maybe even, oh, no. I'm thinking about terrible things. Let's see.
Command interface initiated.
According to Kobu's map, our Starlink stapler factory should be somewhere just ahead of you. He also said that we wouldn't run up against anything more dangerous than a combat vehicle 2, but I take that with a grain of salt. Perhaps more than a grain. I don't really trust him. Me neither. Incoming transmission. Nigel Binton, I see what we've got. I see that we've got some new battle mechs on the field. Hello, my name is Binton, and if you come for the vault, my hired cutthroats will be murdering you today. Menlowen is my island, Binton. If I catch either of you near the vault, you only wish you were dead. I've got a bucket of Prosperian blood limpets and a vivid imagination, and I'm feeling eager to use them. Then I guess we better not let them catch you. Game faces on, everybody. We've got a fight on our hands. Interesting. Let's move over here.
Moving out. Yes, I'm there.
Jump over. Contact.
Engaging jump jets.
How's it going?
I see some tanks. Ooh, SRM carriers. Oh god.
What can I do for you?
Jump in. And blast them.
All weapons are go.
Whee! That was a nice explosion.
Good to go. Up high.
LRM carrier. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Let's go. Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
Sprint
Full
up.
throttle.
Oh. Oh, over there.
Receiving you. I hear ya. Yes, boss.
Perfect. Give me a visual. A striker and a striker. Shoot the striker.
On it. Waiting on you, Commander.
Shoot the damaged striker, please.
Full throttle.
Waiting
for orders.
And pew pew pew. Wow, he's running away.
Nothing I can't handle. I hear ya. Got it.
So, multi-target. A. B. Pew pew pew. There it goes.
Knocked out a vehicle.
Don't use the missiles, only the lasers.
Engaging target.
Still standing.
Yes, Commander.
Hatchet man. Shoot, shoot, shoot. There we go.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Now let's get to the stapler factory.
On it. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
We've taken possession of the stapler factory, Commander. Keep our scavenger friends occupied and away from the facility while our people crack the vault.
On my way.
The asset has been secured and is ready for retrieval.
Commander, I've been studying the symbols on the crates that our lands pulled from the facility. Against all odds, it looks like Mr. Carbu was telling the truth. We've just stolen several tons of commercial-grade Lost Tech desk accessories. Well, that's one record for the record books. We just pulled the biggest stapler heist in human history. And to think Binton and Much have been at each other's throats over this vault for months. People have died for this. How do we break it to them that we are fighting over garbage? It isn't our job to break anything to them. All we need to do is to get the crap over and get paid. So, I wonder how this will turn out. There's always a second mission in a Flashpoint, and there's always a Flashpoint decision which comes with it. So we will see. But first, did I really went with maximum salvage? There were only 4 tanks. They get so much crap. Actually, I'm probably going to get less stuff than I salvaged for. It's even worse. Okay, we got 33,000. Great, let's see what you got. Nobody got injured. Perfect. Well, give me this. Give me this. This looks fine. So many SRMs. Well. It would be fun if you could completely customize your hard points, and I would just stick like 20 SRMs on somebody and just see what happens. Now 2 SRM 6s and a bin of ammo is 7 tons. So 6 of them would be 42 tons. That's a lot of tonnage. Well, it would also be 12 SRM6. So 6 times 12, 72. Times 12. That's a lot of damage. One Match Trash, Part 2.